Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for June 2021. So this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you've been with me before, welcome back. If you're new, I hope you'll stay. We're going to get into your current energy, or your recent past, your current energy, the near future, and then we're going to get into the spirit messages. So this reading is going to be a little bit longer than most for your monthlies. I really want to get you guys as many messages as possible. So we'll touch on whatever comes up. It could be love, it could be career. Again, if you've watched me before, you know that whatever energies I pick up on, I say. All right, my loves, I feel like you guys are in a really good place. I think this is going to be a good month for you. Let's see what's coming out. Some changes. There are definitely some people that want to talk to you about some things that might have hurt you in the past. It's a relationship. This person needs to have a conversation with you. They may just want to come in and apologize. We've got the Six of Cups, the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Lovers in reverse. This was something that definitely hurt. All right, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse in your current energy, the Knight of Swords, wanting to move quickly, the Judgment card, okay, I like this energy. The Hierophant in the near future, the Nine of Wands in reverse, and then the King of Cups. All right, and then Spirit wants you to focus on, there's something around your home environment. We're definitely going to get into that. The Empress in reverse, and then the Five of Wands in reverse, wanting to get away from conflict in the home. Okay, so the Six of Swords, we know what this card means, right? If you've heard some of the other readers that use the term, and I love her, Water and Fire Tarot, she says this is the water Uber. This is walking away from something for sure. I feel like you're coming to a place where either, let me give you a couple different scenarios. I don't want to confuse anyone. So even though this is general, I can tend to pick up on a lot of different things. This could be walking away from a relationship and finally having made that decision. You could have already done that. So if this is in the past and you've moved away, you know you made the right decision to move forward. And I feel like that's why this person wants to come back and have a conversation with you. Do I feel like it's going to be an apology? Yes. I don't think it's going to be some long, drawn out, hey, I know I did you wrong, that type of thing. I think it's just sort of a token of, hey, I know this wasn't cool and I want to let you know. Probably because you finally made a decision to walk away from it. But I feel like you're moving towards something much brighter. Last week's reading was really good, or the singles reading was really good for you guys. If you haven't heard that one, check that one out. In this case, I definitely feel like just moving on. If you're walking away from a job, you might have somebody come and tell you that they miss you at work. If you've had to switch careers or change jobs, this could just be a sweet friend energy that wants to give you a call and say, hey, I really miss you. I wish you'd come back. I don't know where that came from. That could be just for one person. All right, so again, the Six of Cups. This can be different things for different people. It could be somebody from your past, obviously. But it's about balancing things out. So this is somebody who wants to not necessarily set the record straight, wants to say that they understand maybe where there wasn't balance in a relationship. Or if you're dealing with somebody brand new, because this is coming up as well, this is somebody who's going to come in and offer you something to start small, but you're going to recognize the energy of someone like this being so different from someone that you've dealt with in the past. It's going to feel right. Like the energy is going to feel good. And that's because you've worked really hard to get over maybe some past relationships, past hurts. It's a lot of work to do to get over those things, but it feels like you've really started to heal, and that opens you up to a different type of energy. And now you're feeling like, okay, I recognize that this is going to be something that feels like it's going to be more balanced. Instead of using your mind, you're using your intuition. You're feeling it in your gut, which is great. If you're on your spiritual journey, that's what that's about. It's really feeling your way through life, feeling your way through relationships and things, and wanting to attract relationships that you're going to learn from love instead of learning from pain. With the Lovers in reverse, obviously this was a breakup, so something could have really been painful. And to hear from this person that they understand what they did, if they do want to reach out, it may not even be that they need to reach out, so you don't have to say, oh, well, she said they were going to reach out and they didn't. It could just be energetically they're speaking to you through me and saying, I just want to let you know, I know how much I hurt you and how imbalanced this relationship was. And maybe that'll give you just a little bit of peace moving forward. Okay, and your current energy, the Four of Pentacles. I love this, and I'll tell you why. This tells me that you're not holding back anymore. You're not, they just said, and I've brought this up to you guys a lot. If you spend money on things that are good for your physical well-being, it is important. I know a lot of Pisces, and I think that's a beautiful thing. You guys take amazing care of yourselves. You're very focused on being balanced, and I love that. This is not holding back. Maybe somebody in the past, and I think I had said this to you before too, had told you, you know, you shouldn't spend money on that. It's not worth it. Or, you know, what you find valuable, I don't. Now you're like, no more holding back. I'm going to let loose and move forward very quickly towards the things that make me happy. This to me feels like you finally spoke your truth. It's like you rushed in after, maybe you snapped. There's something in you that might have just, like, literally a firework went off in your head and you're like, screw this. I'm going in and I'm going to say exactly how I feel. I'm not holding back anymore. I have something to say. This is coming through really clearly. It could have been a work situation where you felt like you held back long enough and now all of a sudden you're like, I'm coming in guns a-blazing and I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel. This could have also been maybe a message or an email you sent to somebody. Could have been somebody from your past, and it's like judgment. It's like now the universe is giving you that confirmation that you're doing the right thing, and it feels really, really good. I want to kind of giggle. Sorry, energies are really strong today for me. My last couple readings were not. With you and Scorpio, it's been super intense and really on point. So I feel like I want to laugh at this. It's almost like you finally got to that place where you could speak up and say what you wanted to, and the universe is just applauding you with the Judgment card. Like, there's nothing that feels better. You're down there like, yes, I finally got to do this. Whoever this is for, congratulations. I'm really happy for you that you got to do this. Other people, it could just be, again, not holding back. Like, you're going to start making decisions about things for yourself. If somebody else has something to say about it, you're not going to listen to them. You're going to make the decision to move forward anyway. It's really nobody else's business what you do. All right, so in the near future, we have the Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. This to me says there's still some lingering energy coming up in the future. Or this person who is emotionally unavailable may feel like they need to sort of lay some baggage on you. So this could be different from the person who comes in that kind of wants to apologize, or someone that you're just starting to date that's a very innocent person and you're picking up on their balanced energy. This could have been someone you were married to that was emotionally unavailable, that all of a sudden decides that they want to come back and throw baggage back at you. So this is in the near future. We'll clarify this because that's just the energy I'm picking up on right now. It could be also having done your spiritual work and now releasing things from the past that maybe had held you back, where they were behind you. Maybe they still sort of felt like they were sitting there in your lap. And in this case, recognizing now the people that were emotionally unavailable or emotionally manipulative. That's a great step forward. So there's two different scenarios there. Pick which one resonates for you. The work that you've done is paying off because you now recognize this kind of energy and what you don't want to deal with anymore. If this person wants to move forward. Once we clarify, I'll get a better message for that. And then what Spirit wants you to focus on. So the Four of Wands is all about finding happiness within your home. Maybe you need to move. There could have been a situation where there was a breakup and the home had to be split. I do feel like this is finding that balance in your life again. If it hasn't happened already, it's coming. Putting your focus around this area of your life, this could also be that whoever it is that's coming into your world, that energy I was picking up on, this could be the person that you end up marrying and settling down with and ending up living with and having a really beautiful life together. It could be obviously a soulmate. I do feel 1111 could also be a twin flame. So there's a lot of messages that are coming with this card today. With the Empress in reverse, that tells me that there's a part of you that might be a little bit unsure. You may question things a little bit. That's just because we're all human and we don't necessarily know for sure if things are going to work out, because we can't, right? We can do the best we can to follow our intuition. This is Spirit wanting you to focus a little bit more on that. And also your absolute, incredible, magnificent internal beauty, because you guys just exude that. And Spirit wants you to focus on the fact that you are the Empress. So if this situation in the past had sort of put you in a place where you didn't feel like you were, wearing your crown proud, well, you're going to start wearing your crown proud again, because you're done fighting with people or being competitive with other people. You're just done with it. You're like, I am who I am. Love me for me or don't. I'm not going to argue with anyone anymore. I don't need to compete with people. I know who I am. And that's what Spirit really wants you to understand. All right, so let's clarify the Six of Cups and the Nine of Swords in reverse. Again, that could be an apology from somebody from the past, or this is someone who's coming in saying, I understand where your pain is. I've dealt with something like that, and their energy is very different and exciting. Okay, great. The Nine of Wands says that you're laying down that burden, and the Eight of Pentacles is really focusing on moving forward and working really hard. Maybe you just gotten your energy back and you're like, yay, I can go back to work, or things have opened up recently, at least in my area, where you can go back and you don't have to wear a mask and you feel like you can finally put your energy into work again. And the World card, which is beautiful. A couple different things. This is, yes, closing out cycles. The World card to me says you can have anything you absolutely want. I don't say that all the time with this card. So for you, Pisces, this is insanely good. It's telling me that all those things that you have dreamt about could be starting to come true in June. It could unfold differently for everybody, but I'm telling you, this yellow light that's coming through is telling me that you guys, they're pointing out the different points in the card that I don't normally look at. You could be dealing with a Leo, a Taurus, and then I just heard Gemini. This is really beautiful energy. So things are really starting to pick up in the month of June, and you're going to start seeing how your world is going to start coming together, which I think is incredible. Okay, let's look at the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Swords. I'm kind of curious, who is this that you really want to not hold back with? Maybe you need to speak up and tell a friend that you didn't appreciate, some of the stuff they said. I don't know. There's something like that. Okay, the Four of Wands in the upright and the Six of Wands. So, a couple different things. The Page of Cups. You're not going to deal with anybody who's emotionally immature. If there's someone who's trying to come at you this way, could be your ex, you're not going to deal with that. So, let's just leave them upside down and hanging, because they're not even worth talking about at this point. Right now, this is you knowing exactly what you want and being very clear about it. So if you're either single or you've just started to date someone, you're going to be very clear about what it is that you want moving forward. If you'd possibly not done that in the past, let's say, and it's a lesson that you learned and you're like, wait a minute, I wasn't clear about the things that I expect. Now I'm going to be clear because I really do want a partner for this life, and I want it to be the way that both of us are happy in the relationship, where maybe before you just didn't feel like you could speak up, or the person just gave you a hard time about the things that mattered to you. With the Six of Wands in reverse, this is explaining where you felt like you had not failed, I don't want to use that word, but where things had not been successful in the past, in a home situation or in a marriage. And you're not holding back that anymore. You're going to be very clear about that with whoever you need to be clear. If there's a situation at work, I just feel like you're going to speak up and speak your truth. That's as clear as I can get about that. All right. So you may be dealing with somebody immature at work, and now you're just going to finally tell a person to go, kick rocks. All right. Let's see. We've got the Hierophant and the Nine of Wands in reverse. You could be dealing with, I keep bringing up Gemini because I feel Gemini really strong. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. I'm getting strong Cancer. And again, Gemini just feels very strong in here. All right, we also have Libra and Aquarius. I don't feel a lot of strong Earth yet, but that doesn't mean that they won't show up. All right, so to clarify the Hierophant and the Nine of Wands in reverse, we have the Two of Cups. This is really seeing eye to eye with somebody and wanting to recognize where there weren't those connections in the past. And then we have the Knight of Cups. which is also in reverse with the King of Cups. This is, again, somebody who moves very slowly, doesn't show their emotions, somebody who had dealt with in the past that you're no longer going to tolerate if they were emotionally unavailable. And then the Judgment, where you just didn't feel like things were fair in the relationship. As we said, it could have been that in the near future that person tries to come back around, or it's just that you're healing from that. It's doing the spiritual work so that you can heal from people who are emotionally unavailable. The beautiful Two of Cups, a meeting of the minds. And it's different for me in this deck than it is in the other. This is two people who really see each other. And there's a fairness in a relationship where you feel supported, they feel supported. It isn't just about having love. They're saying love is not enough, and I don't mean that to sound negative. It's that there has to be other things. There has to be respect, friendship. Everything has to be there for this relationship to be successful, any relationship. So this to me says that it's almost as if fireworks go off when you look at this person in the eyes. They could have blue eyes as well. And then they're pointing out the moon, so you could be dealing with a Pisces, another Pisces like yourself. And then the Knight of Cups. This is seeing that where things didn't go right in the past because someone moved slow or didn't have the ability to show you emotions, you can share that with a new person. Spirit wants you to work on releasing that and recognizing that not everybody is going to be the same. So even if you've had 5 people in your life that you couldn't see eye to eye with, or that there wasn't a match vibrationally, emotionally, like they didn't give as much as you did in love, this is saying that this person will. So that's healing from all of that energy in the past and not taking it with you in the future. Knowing that, yes, even if all the others sucked, somebody great is going to come in. All right, so let's clarify the Four of Wands and the Empress card. So we have the Three of Wands. Maybe you're getting a little impatient. You're waiting for things to come in. And Spirit just wants you to recognize it's coming. When it's in reverse like that, all it says to me is that it's coming. So whatever it is that you've been manifesting, hold tight, because it's definitely coming in for you. I love that, even in reverse. Around maybe a home situation, maybe you haven't heard back and there's a contract that needs to be signed. And that's what's kind of like, you know you're going to feel great when it happens, but it just hasn't happened yet. Okay, and then we have the Death in reverse. Awesome transformation. This is coming. And Spirit wants you to know, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Whatever happened, this transformation that you're going through is going to change everything. You're going to feel amazing. It's because you laid down your swords. You don't want to compete with anyone. You're not going to argue anymore. You're done. And then we have the Emperor. You could be in Emperor status is what I feel, male or female. This is being really sure about the decisions you've made. Having the confidence to move forward, regardless of the situations that you've dealt with in the past. Where people may have been, again, emotionally unavailable, you stand up and say, that's fine. I spiritually understand where people are coming from now because I've done the work. And I don't need anyone else to come into my life. I'm not going to attract that kind of energy anymore because I learned. That's a really beautiful energy. He could be, okay, so this is one person probably, or maybe a couple where you have a tough boss. Somebody who's really overpowering. The Emperor can be that too and very controlling. If you're dealing with that type of person, it could have been the person in the past as well that was just really overbearing and constantly needed to control everything. These are the types of energies you're going to be aware of now. I think you'll pick up on what it is, that kind of personality before it makes its way into your life. So that's a good sign. A couple different messages from the Emperor card. Okay, guys. So like I said in the beginning, I think I did, I'm going to clear these cards. So think about whoever is on your mind, whoever you want to inquire about. And I'm going to pull their energy and your energy, and then we'll get the oracle cards for you and the romance angels. Okay, this is for Pisces. Whoever's on Pisces' mind, their person. Please tell me about Pisces' person. Okay, we start with the Four of Pentacles. That's great. Just like you weren't holding back, this person doesn't seem to want to hold back. Doing a lot of spiritual work. I don't think they have the strength to come forward, or maybe right now they're trying to make a decision about something. I think you might feel this sort of energy of maybe a little bit of wishy-washiness. They don't trust their intuition. Let's put it that way. There's a part of them that just has not come to a place where they really trust it. Oh, I love this for you. This is so beautiful. All right, so we have the Devil card. You could be dealing with Capricorn. I don't feel that this is necessarily a toxic situation. And I do usually immediately with the Devil card. I feel like in this case, this is you waving, saying, I'm not going to tolerate toxic people anymore, especially in relationships, in romantic partnerships, even in work relationships they wanted to talk about. I don't feel like you're dealing with a person that is toxic. This just could be a balancing out of, what is it that they're showing me, the good and evil. In other words, like having a naughty side, like you like to go out and have some fun, and somebody has to appreciate that you like to do that, and you can also be the straight and narrow person that goes to work. So I think it's finding that balance between those two sides of either your personality or theirs. Okay, so again, the Four of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. Not holding back, wanting to make a decision about this, learning to trust their instincts, and right now feeling a little disempowered. They may not feel like they're strong enough to move forward or make a decision. It could be dealing with a Leo. I think they're going to trust their intuition. So if you're questioning whether they're going to come towards you, I do think they're going to. They don't want to hold back anymore. Let's put it that way. It's like breaking them down. They want to come and say something. If this is a relationship you're in currently, this person's just trying to find their strength. It could be that they're also going through an awakening and not recognizing what's happening. And it could be wearing them out a little bit. All right. And then your energy is absolutely beautiful. The Queen of Pentacles, exactly. Stable, secure, feeling good about where you are. If not, you're getting there. Making the changes that you need to make to keep your throne in place. That's what I want to say. Over the heartbreak, over any third-party situations, over anything that was difficult. If this person had put you in one, and this is somebody from the past, you're getting over that. You may just have wanted to check into their energy. So it seems like you're getting over it. The Hangman's in reverse, so you're not waiting around for anyone. If this is somebody you thought maybe might be coming back to you, there's a good possibility that they want to come and speak. They just haven't found their strength. And then with the Four of Cups in reverse, you're going to understand, like you're going to open up to the idea that love is out there. I feel like maybe in the past you couldn't see completely what this person was offering, or maybe they were only offering one cup and you're like, no, I want all four. So unless you bring me all four, this isn't happening. So with it in reverse, it's just telling me that now you know, not that you questioned your value necessarily in the past, but you really know your worth now with the Queen of Pentacles. And you're not taking anything less than the Four of Cups, which is great. So if this person comes towards you or is in your life right now, there's a shift that's happening, and maybe they're a little taken aback by that shift, but they're just going to either have to get used to it or come up to your level spiritually. If they haven't quite gotten there, it seems like they may want to do it. So that could be, again, for one person, but I feel like they're going to make a decision that they want to move in the same direction and probably do it with you. And whoever is coming towards you that was from the past, just be cautious because I don't know that they've done the work yet. All right, so let's get your romance angels. This is for Pisces. Tell me what's going on for Pisces. Oh, I've gotten this a few times. Chemistry. They're upside down. Calling in your soulmate. Healing family issues. And getting to know each other. And then we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. That could be for very few of you. I'm not even going to get into that card because I don't always look at the bottom of the deck when I do these. I want to focus on these because that just doesn't feel like it needs to be brought up. You could have kids and it could be affecting your relationships, but I don't think it's anything that can't be worked out. So I'm just going to leave you with that message. You'll work it out. Let's put it that way. Chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So again, if this is somebody from the past that might be coming towards you that you're still interested in, then that is definitely happening. If not, you're working on calling them in. So this is for everybody, either in a relationship, single, or wanting somebody from the past to move towards you. This is like really doing the work so that you can do what you need to do in order for them to come back. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. If you've been with me before, you know I always talk about this. You have to heal that. That is one of the, when you start going through your spiritual journey, one of the first things that comes up are childhood wounds. And if those aren't healed, your relationships are going to continue playing out those wounds until you do recognize them, bring them to the surface, and release them and move forward. And then you can learn from the good things. But you chose to come in and experience that. Those were the things that you needed to be triggered in order to heal them for your soul's growth. Okay, getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This is self-explanatory. This is somebody new, or maybe you need to re-get to know your partner as they go through their changes, or they need to re-get to know you. And then if this is someone for the past, yeah, it's going to take some time. Again, the same thing applies to someone in a current relationship or somebody from the past or somebody new. All right, let's get the Lover's Oracle, and then we'll get the Wisdom of the Oracle to close things out. This is for Pisces. What do we have for Pisces? So we have, deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. I don't need to elaborate on that. Okay. You have to always do what's right. Do what's right for you. Follow your intuition. You guys know. You've done the work. All right. So, the question, why? Then Treasure Island, Loyal Heart, TikTok, and Chop Wood. Okay, maybe you feel like things are taking a little longer than you'd like them to. I feel like you've done the work and the people around you just haven't caught up. That's what it feels like. So you may have a lot of that going on around you. If you're asking why, this question can be obviously about a lot of different things. It's just what I just said. I think a lot of people haven't done the work yet, and that could be why either you're losing relationships, if that's the question you're asking, or why things were so difficult in relationships before, why they went the way they did. You're starting to get the answers to those questions as you go through this spiritual journey. Now you understand why the things had to happen the way that they did. With Treasure Island, this is all those beautiful things coming into you. Nines are endings and new beginnings for me as a reader. I see this as completing old cycles, knowing that there's something better at the other side of what was probably a very tough spiritual awakening. And then we have Loyal Heart. This is what you're attracting towards you now. This is the King and the Queen. The beautiful, balanced, doesn't matter what sex you are or what sex you're attracted to. This is just a balance of two hearts, of two people who completely get each other. The 35 reduces to an 8, which is infinity. What a beautiful relationship. I think we all want something like that. And then TikTok, you may be, like I said, you could be a little frustrated that things haven't moved forward. But they are, and just know it's happening in divine timing. 30 reduces to a 3, which is about balancing your mind, body, and soul. That needs to happen. So just put a little bit more energy into grounding yourself and get as much balance as you can day to day. Nobody's perfect. We all have stuff come up every day that throws us off. Just try to take the time when you can. If it's 5 seconds and you can go take a deep breath in the bathroom, do it. You never know. Whatever works for you, so that you can take a step back and say, okay, things are going to happen the way that they're meant to happen. I can't push them forward any faster than I already have, or any with any more strength than I've already put into this. Okay, Pisces, thank you so much for being here. I can't tell you how much I love all of your support. I'm stuttering over my words. I really do appreciate you all. If you like this reading, please do like and subscribe if you're new here, and comment below for me. All of your messages are great, and I love to hear from you guys. If you'd like a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. I will see you guys in next week's reading. I hope you have a beautiful June. It seems like you have a lot to look forward to. Love you so much. Take care.